Hi guys, and welcome to Escape with Watch Reviews. My name is Steve, and today we're going to be reviewing the Addiesdive AD2044. I purchased this watch with earnings from this channel when it came out roughly a year ago. So I've had this watch for way too long and not had a review on it. I actually kind of misplaced it, or out of sight, out of mind type of thing. And so just now getting back into it. And if you want to pick one of these up at the end of the review, I'll be leaving a link down in the video description. That is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra, it just earns the channel a little bit of commission. It's an easy way for you guys to help support the channel. The retail price of this watch is $120 US. This does include US tariffs, so check the listing to see what the watch will be for you guys. They're always on sale as well, so all said and done, my price today when I went and tried to check out was $110. That's after discounts with sales tax and tariffs. The watch comes in two different colorways that you can see here, three different strap options, as well as paying an extra $9. You can get a 5-link metal bracelet for it. The watch case is made of 316L stainless steel, has a mineral crystal, a screw-down crown, screw-down case back, 200 meters of claimed water resistance, Swiss BGW9 Lume on the dial and the hands, and the watch is powered by the Swiss Ronda 515-24H Quartz GMT movement. So like I said, I kind of lost this one out of sight, out of mind. But here we are 1 year later, finally getting into the full review. So I say we get right into it. But before we do a quick wrist check today, wearing my Chronos L6037, I believe. Absolutely love this watch. Go check out the review up here. All right, so let's get into dimensions. Got a bezel diameter of 39 millimeters, case thickness of 14 millimeters, 20 millimeter lug width, lug tip to lug tip of 48.1 millimeters, and on the supplied nylon strap, it weighs 71 grams. So the size is interesting, 39 millimeters, 14 millimeters thick, but I gotta tell you, it does not wear 14 millimeters thick. I was really surprised by that number. I'd say it wears pretty close to like a 12 and a half or so. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Don't let that 14 millimeters scare you off a little bit. But yeah, I think the length is fine. 20 millimeter lugs, you're gonna be able to throw a bunch of straps on this watch. So yeah, I've got no major issues with it. Nice size crown as well. The case does have a little bit of hook down, turn down to the lugs as well. So I think it hugs the wrist nicely. I'm gonna go outside her now and throw it on my wrist for you. Hey, here we are on my 7.5 inch wrist, and I mean, I think it looks good. It wears nice. You can see one layer underneath the watch there. The strap is a little bit loose on me, but you can still see that it wears pretty nice. It's a fairly flat case, but it does have a little bit of turn down there. But yeah, I like the light play off the bezel. I think it's pretty legible. There's some times where it is not so legible, but yeah, I actually think it looks pretty good. The 14 millimeters thickness just doesn't wear like that at all. So don't worry about that, I don't think. But yeah, I just don't like the strap, so we'll go throw it on some other straps. And here we are on a dark blue nylon strap. There's 2 layers underneath the watch, and it's starting to show its thickness a little bit now, but still not too bad. I think it looks much, much better. And here we are on a dark brown vintage style leather strap from Hemsuit. There you can see it sitting right down on the wrist there. It's looking much better. Again, 14 millimeters is not anything to worry about in my opinion. It actually looks pretty good. And lastly, here we are on a Mosaic cut to size FKM. Sorry about the wind. Really hoping it's not too bad, but that looks pretty good. Super comfortable. I like these straps. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, just anything is better than the stock strap. Again, try and get that metal bracelet. It's worth it. All right, so let's talk about case finishing. So case finishing is a mixture of brushed and polished surfaces, and you can see Addiesdive did a very nice job with this watch. You can see a vertical brushing on the tops of the lugs there, nice and fine, very consistent. It looks really, really good. Flipping it to the case sides here, horizontal brushing, again, nice and consistent. I don't think you're going to find a nicer finishing on a watch in this price point. You got a very nice high polished chamfer there, nice sharp transitions. I mean, that just looks really, really impressive. Flipping it over to the crown side here, you've got a signed screw down crown, 6.8 millimeters, so it's a pretty good sized crown, but really nicely rounded off, and it's got plenty of grip on it. It's a good size. It's not super tall or anything like that, so very happy with that as well. Flipping it to the case back here, screw down case back. It's kind of that Rolex style, which I'm not a big fan of. It's got the Addiesdive logo. It's a little bit scratchy, I'll say. It could definitely be rounded off or smoothed a little bit better, but it's really not horrible. And but even on wrist, it's not that bad. So yeah, a little bit of a spec sheet around the outside as well. Again, I don't like the coin edge style. It's a pain in the butt to open up, but hopefully you won't have to do that very often. Circular brushing on the bottom of the lugs here. These lug tips, they've been rounded off pretty nicely. This bottom edge, it's a little, it's really not even that bad. It's a little sharp, but it's not that bad at all. In between the lugs here, vertical brushing, nicely finished. Yeah, I've got no real complaints with the case finishing on it. I think they did an excellent job. All right, so let's talk about the bezel. So the bezel on this watch, we'll talk about the bezel insert first. It's an aluminum bezel insert, blue and red, kind of typical Pepsi style. 24-hour markings there. Everything is done nice and clean. The transitions, nice and crisp. And they just did a good job on it. I think the color looks nice. It's kind of got a vintage vibe to it because it is aluminum. So it kind of picks up the light a little bit differently than a ceramic one does. So I'm very happy with the bezel insert. The bezel itself, fully polished as you can see there. Nice coin edge grip on it as well. Plenty of grip. You don't even need plenty of grip on it. The bezel action on this is pretty light. It sounds pretty cheap, but it actually functions pretty good. You can see here, I'm trying to turn the bezel and the whole watch is turning. So there's no play in the bezel really at all. The alignment is pretty much spot on as well. It's a 120 click unidirectional, so a little unique for a 24-hour bezel, but it is what it is. It's a $50 watch. So, but yeah, I'll let you listen to the clicks here. They're kind of a high pitch, very, I don't want to say hollow, but it's not a super quality sounding bezel. But again, you get it into position, it locks in. I have no issues. The action, it's a little bit light, a little too easy to turn in my opinion, but really not too bad. Yeah, I think for a $50 watch, this bezel is actually really good. All right, so let's talk about the crystal on the watch. So we have a mineral crystal. I know that's going to turn some people off, but again, it's $50. But it's a very nice box dome mineral crystal there. Clarity is excellent. It's got some blue anti-reflective coating. You can kind of see it there on the edge. It's a very, very nice crystal. It keeps the dial nice and crisp and legible. I've got no issues with it at all, other than the fact that it is mineral. But I think it's a very good mineral crystal. You get nice distortion on the edges too. So yeah, really happy with that. As long as you're okay with a mineral crystal, which I think at this price point you should be, yeah, I'm okay with the crystal on the watch. All right, so let's talk about the dial on the watch. So the dial on this one, it's a very shimmery, whitish silver. That's as best as I can say. It's not a pure white dial. It's not a pure silver dial. I think it looks pretty good. They probably copied that opaline dial pretty much spot on. Yeah, I think it looks very good. You have applied indices at all the hour markers, a half railroad minute track there printed around the outside. Everything is done nice. It's centered nicely, printed nice and crisp. The distortion from the crystal doesn't really distort the dial in a way that you can't read it. So I'm really happy with the dial and the dial layout. The applied indices, they look actually really nice. Getting up close, you can see them here. Yeah, they did a very nice job with them. The handset that they chose, snowflake style handset, nice length though. Nothing looks out of proportion. You can see the second hand there actually hitting all the markers pretty much spot on. It changes a little bit depending on how the gravity is getting, the second hand. Sometimes you can get it off just a little bit, like you can see there. Now it's off a little bit, but if you tilt that way a little bit, it starts to line up a little bit better. So that's kind of typical with these cheaper quartz movements. So overall, pretty happy with the dial layout on this watch. You have a date here and a very simple cutout there at the 3 o'clock position. You got your Addiesdive logo there at the 12 o'clock, which I know some people love, some people hate. And then you got your red GMT text with the depth rating down there. So overall, pretty happy with it. The Lume on the watch is actually really good as well. It's a Swiss BGW9. You can see there's a little bit of a mismatch on the hands to the dial, but it's not horrible. And the Lume on the watch is excellent. So I'm going to pop it up against a couple other watches you can see here. And it just does a really good job. It's a nice application, especially for the price. You're not going to find much better Lume than this for this price of a watch. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Lume on the watch. It's a decent application. It's not the best, but far from the worst. All right, so let's talk about the movement and the crown. So the movement inside is the Swiss Ronda 515-24H. It's just a version of the normal 515, just with the 24-hour hand. The battery life is about 45 months. The stated accuracy is -10 to +20 seconds per month. Like I said, I kind of, forgot about this watch for a year, and it was only 2 minutes fast for me through a whole year. So that gives you an idea of how accurate this watch can be. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, you can't really complain, right? So the movement is operated by this screw down crown. Good grip on it, nice smooth screw in and screw out action. First position does nothing. Second position changes the date. You roll it forward. It changes the date. You roll it backwards. It's just a smooth set GMT hand, so you can set it to wherever you want to set it to. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Pull it out to the third position, hacks the movement, and this is where you set your time. It's a pretty light feel, but and there is just a little bit of like deadness in it, but yeah, it's not bad, especially again for the price. The crown action feels nice. There's not too much wobble in the crown either, so that's good. You push it in, it starts up the movement every time, and then you can start screwing it in. Nice, smooth screw in, screw out action. Picks up the threads every time. So yeah, I've got no complaints with the movement or the crown action on it. It's actually really good. All right, so let's talk about the strap on the watch. So the strap on the watch is it's a nylon strap, just a single pass there. You can see it's got a keeper here, a keeper here. It is adjustable in size and length, so you can get a good fit on the watch. I think it's a very nice strap. I just don't think it goes with this watch. I would get it on the bracelet. I've had their 5-link style bracelets before, and they're actually pretty good. So yeah, just go with the 5-link bracelet. I don't think any of the straps look good, but it's a decent strap. It's very comfortable, and it's fine for what it is. But when I bought this watch, they didn't even have a bracelet available for it, so I don't have it here for review. Sorry. But if you go check out some of my other Addiesdive watches, you'll see one that does have a 5-link bracelet, and it's going to be the same style bracelet as that. So go check out the review for that bracelet, and you can see what you can kind of expect on a watch like this. So there you go, guys. That is the Addiesdive AD2044. Kind of a fun summer quartz GMT traveling watch. It's got some nice colors to it. I think on the bracelet, it's going to look pretty good. Probably worth that extra $9 in my opinion. Yeah, it's a cool watch. I mean, there's not too many options out there that are like this, a Swiss Quartz GMT. It does have a mineral crystal, which is, you're above $100. You want to kind of see sapphire, but you're not going to see a sapphire in this shape, I think, at $100. But, it's still a pretty good value for this watch. You're getting really good lume and nice crystal, nice bezel action as well. Really good case finishing, actually, surprisingly good. And yeah, it's going to be a super reliable and accurate movement for a very long time. So, yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. Like I said, I kind of forgot about the watch, and someone wants to buy this one from me. So I'm going to sell this watch to them. Yeah, I think they're going to really enjoy it. So I think that's it for me. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.